Hiya, gobshites. My name is Stovetop, and welcome to a little project that I like to call the Ultimate Movie Rank, where I attempt to rank as many movies as I can before
death comes knocking at my door.
To kick things off, I've decided to tackle a franchise that I believe really spans the realm of quality, with some absolute bangers on one end, and some undeniable duds on the other, and some stuff in the middle I think we can all just agree exists. And this, of course, is none other than Spider-Man. Now, Spider-Man is a character that grew very near and dear to my heart growing up with the Sam Raimi trilogy, but we're not here to talk about those today. No, to start, we have to go all the way back to the year 1977 to talk about Spider-Man's first live-action appearance in the TV pilot movie, The Amazing Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man is the beginning of a TV series of the same name that ran from 1977 to 1979, and oh boy, did they want it to die. Unlike the series' sister show, The Incredible Hulk, it appears not a single person who worked on the show gave a single damn about preserving it, because the only version of this film, or its sequels, that I could find are poor VHS recordings taken back when the thing first aired. I mean, I guess it could have been a rerun, I suppose, but you get my point. It was back in the 70s. You cannot buy this movie officially on DVD or stream it, but luckily, a recording does exist out there for my displeasure. So let's take a look at 1977's The Amazing Spider-Man.
Plot.
As to be expected, this movie tells the story of science nerd Peter Parker, who is bitten by a spider exposed to radioactive elements during an experiment giving him the powers of a spider. At the same time, Peter hears through the pipeline at his work at the Daily Bugle that there has been a series of robberies where the robbers all crash their vehicles immediately after committing the crime, and the money just disappears. After hearing that the robbers all appeared to be ordinary people, doctors, lawyers and such, people who don't commit crimes, Peter somehow knows brainwashing is involved and investigates. He and his girlfriend visit a cult leader, and she likes him, but Peter doesn't like him, and yada yada yoda. Peter tracks down a signal, Spider-Man climbs up a tower, fights some Asian stereotypes. Then he figures out the cult leader was the villain. What? I know, shocking. And then he swings away. Peter returns to the building to join the cult, to get some insight, because that's safe, but ends up getting brainwashed. So he's told to jump off the Eiffel Tower the next day, and then he dies, and that's the end. Congratulations. Just kidding. His spider sense kicks in and saves him, so he reverses the brainwash signal and brainwashes the cult leader, who he then tells to turn himself in to the police, and the detective takes all the credit. Oh! And then this happens.
What are you doing here?
Oh, sir, here, I thought you'd like to see these.
What are they? It's incredible. How come you're the only one who's able to get pictures of him?
Simple. I believe.
Because Spider-Man is Santa now. Ho, ho, ho! Look, is it the worst story ever? No. Is it good? Also no. But I do like the religious cult aspect. It seems pretty ballsy to tackle something like that in your pilot episode. I also like that Spider-Man doesn't punch the villain at the end. It's a more passive approach that really shows off Spider-Man's intelligence. I also like that once the brainwaves are reversed, the Asian stereotypes that Spidey has been fighting throughout the entire film just let him through the elevator because the boss is controlling him. They no longer have any reason to fight him. It's pretty cool.
Okay, fellas. Enough's enough. Now, I reversed the microwave, so let's be buddies, all right?
Overall, it's perfectly serviceable, but nothing to call home about.
Characters.
The characters here are pretty hit or miss, even from scene to scene. For example, at times, this is one of the best Peter Parkers we've ever gotten on screen, hands down. Despite the fact that he's in his early 20s and looks 40, when he talks, he has this confidence in his voice that really sells his intelligence.
Well, sir, I don't know very much about mind control.
Who does?
Except I do know that they've been doing experiments, and they can force people to do things against their will.
In other scenes, he looks like a babbling idiot and talks himself into corners. Take this scene, for example, where Peter talks to J. Jonah Jameson about the Spider-Man rumors. Keep in mind, at this point in the film, Peter only knows he can climb up walls.
Now, if you could get me a picture of the Spider-Man, that I'd buy.
Who?
Spider-Man. At least that's what these drunks called him. They saw someone climbing up and down the walls.
He can climb walls, and he is like a spider. I mean it. No, sir, he's like a spider. He can do the things a spider does, you know, climb walls and spin webs, and he's very, very strong. He's got the strength of a spider, but it's all in proportion to his size. Spiders are very, very strong, you know, so he's thousands of times stronger than you or me. He wears a special costume.
A costume?
Sure.
How did you know you could do any of that? You've painted yourself into a corner, and now you gotta come up with a suit and invent a way so you can shoot webs out of your arms. Despite the inconsistencies with Peter, I have no doubt in my mind that this is the worst Spider-Man. I mean, look at him. His costume looks awful with webbing that's near impossible to see in most scenes and a logo that looks more like a silhouette of a peanut than it does a spider. He's clearly out of shape, and look at his eyes. They're so lifeless. Despite being lenses, the other Spider-Man costumes managed to make Spider-Man's eyes look more lively. These just look like the dead fly that's sitting on my windowsill as we speak. And with that walk, what is that walk? He's hunched over like Quasimodo. I thought Spider-Man was supposed to be quick and nimble. This Spider-Man looks like he needs a walker.
Sound and music.
Oh, now we're talking. I won't lie to you. I thought the constant disco music in this movie was pretty in your face at first. But the more it happened, the more I seemed to enjoy it. I mean, who can't get jiggy to this?
Editing.
I don't have anything to say here. It's shot like a TV movie. What did you expect? Frankly, I don't know why I put this here. Next!
Effects.
There are 2 shots in this movie that perfectly describe the effects in this film. I present to you Exhibit A. Look at this! Who thought this was a good idea? Certainly not I. But I'll tell you this is some of the worst compositing I've ever seen. But you know what's worse? Exhibit B! Now this is true art right here. Not only do you get horrible compositing on Spider-Man right on the building, but you also get tasty treats such as Spider-Man chasing his own tail. Wow! And as a bonus, you get Spider-Man looking at the camera through his own legs. And all of this at the low cost of, please help me. Look, not everything is terrible. I have to say, I have real respect for the guy who was literally hurled off a building to achieve the web swinging. I mean, you can really tell that that man could die at any moment, and I appreciate that. It really makes it feel real, you know? I mean, it doesn't help the fact that Sir Hammond over here is clearly hiding a pneumatic tube behind his arm when he shoots the web, but, you know, I appreciate that you tried. On a side note, they couldn't even get the hand right. That right here? It's Spider-Man 101. If you can't figure this out, you should scrap everything and go home. You've wasted everybody's time here.
Ranking.
Look, I'd be lying if I said I didn't have a little bit of fun with this movie. Is it good? No. Would I watch it again? Probably not. But it does have a certain charm to it, not unlike the 66 Batman series. I very much wish that official DVD or Blu-ray copies of these movies existed out there, because if they did, I'd buy them in a heartbeat. As a Spider-Man fan, I think it's fun to look back at stuff like this with modern eyes and kind of just laugh at it with your friends. Luckily for The Amazing Spider-Man, I don't have to think very hard about where it ranks, because it's the first movie on the rank, so... Congratulations! You are the best movie of all time, according to me, until something else comes in and steals that spot from you. So enjoy it while you can! Hey, I just wanted to take a moment and thank everybody for watching this video. This is a little project that I've been wanting to work on for a long time now, and I just finally got some time to work on it with everything that's been going on lately. It really means the world. If you want to view the complete Ultimate Movie Rank as it is updated in real time, just click the link in the description below. You'll actually see new movies that are added before the video comes out, so it's a nice little precursor to the video itself. Alright, I hate doing this part, but I have to because I've been told it works, so just hear me out. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did. Go ahead and leave a comment if you want. Hit that subscribe button to catch my future uploads, and hit that bell icon if you want to be notified of all future uploads. Alright, now that the painful part's been taken care of, I'll see you guys next time. Bye ya!
He's easy, breezy, beautiful, mighty